I'm going to show you how to use StanStore, how to create an online link in bio website plus your online store, how to create digital products, a course, what a community and appointments are, webinars, all that stuff that StanStore offers. I'm going to show you in this video how to set those things up, how to look at the analytics for your entire store, how the course looks, how to set up a course, and then all kinds of other features of how to use StanStore because StanStore is one of the best platforms to build an online business for good reason. It's really easy to use and there's zero transaction fees. You can see what people are saying about StanStore, how they're building their online business, they're making money online with such an easy tool. Once again, this is one of the best tools you could use because there's zero transaction fees. Unlike other platforms that could charge up to 10% and even more or even hidden fees, StanStore doesn't charge you any fees for your sales. So StanStore isn't actually just a link in bio website. It's going to be something that lets you build products. It's going to be something that helps you to distribute your products, your videos, your courses, or anything you want to sell online. StanStore is going to let you do just about everything on this one app. And if you were to compare it to a bunch of other tools, something for an optimized link in bio, a calendar for invites and bookings, course builders, audience analytics, all this cool stuff right here would probably cost you about $443, maybe a little more. But for Stan, it's only going to cost you 29 bucks a month. And that's an awesome price. It's really cheap. It's going to let you make far more money than you're actually spending on this app, which is awesome. And what's awesome about Stan is that it's really easy to create a website. There's not going to be any coding required. You don't have to like design these web pages or landing pages other than writing descriptions and adding images and stuff. You don't have to design the elements. It's already pre-designed to make it easy for checkouts, for people to get the information they need. You could integrate it with all these other cool tools, and through Zapier, you could connect it to thousands of other tools and it's free to start. If you use my affiliate link on the bottom, you could go ahead and start using StanStore 2 weeks free to set everything up, get started, and stop wasting time. 2 weeks free to try StanStore with my affiliate link at the bottom. I'm going to show you in this video how to create your StanStore account right here. I'm going to show you from a store that I just created. I do have a few customers. I got a little bit of data and I'm going to show you how to create that stand store, how to create your first product, how to create a mini course, and then I'll show you a little bit around stand store itself. So once you create your stand store account, you're going to want to come to my store right here. You can see what I have on the right side, which is really cool. It shows you what it looks like while people look at it on their phone. You could even scroll through it. But if you're just starting out, you're most likely not going to have anything there yet. We're going to go to edit design. On edit design, you have a few templates that you could choose from. And you can see how that's designed right here on the right side. You can see my profile picture, my name, a description, my social links, and then a list of all my products. So now we could also, if we didn't want this design, we could look or browse through the rest of the designs and see what that store will look like. So you could kind of just browse through, see which one you like the most. And if you like one, you could go ahead and pick that one. And then you could choose to change the font. You could also choose to change the colors. So we'll change the colors a little bit. I like how that stands out. You should be able to find one that you like. And once you find one you like, just go with that one. Let's see, which one was it? I believe this was the one that I liked. We're going to change the color because that does not fit my brand. Change it black. It's pretty simple. And let's say, okay, this is the design that I want. Go ahead and choose the design that you want. And then once you're ready, just go ahead and click save. And we'll go back to our account right here, to my store. Now on my store, I already have a list of products, but when you create your account, you're not going to have anything yet. And what you want to do is add a product. And this is the list of the products that you could create. You could create something that's going to help you collect emails. So collect your audience's info with a lead magnet, create a digital product. You could offer coaching calls. You could create custom products. You could offer online courses, recurring memberships. You could do some webinars right here, host exclusive coaching sessions or online events with multiple customers. You could offer a community, so you could host a free or a paid community. You could embed URLs like YouTube URLs, YouTube videos, or you could just upload the media yourself. And you could also make money through Stan's affiliate link. The most common product that people offer is always going to be digital products and courses. The next most popular thing right now is communities. Whatever you want to create, you could create it. So let's say, for example, we're going to create a digital product. And this is what makes StanStore really awesome because it makes it super easy to create these things. You already have a website. Now we just have to create a product. And we could see what that will look like right here on the right. You can make it be a button, a call out, or a preview. So let's say I like a call out. I like the way the call out looks. Let's add an image to this call out for this product. So instead of using one of their stock images, we'll upload one of ours. I'm going to go with Creators Roadmap. Right there. Creators Roadmap. All right, you can see it right here. So now that's the thumbnail for the product. Now we want to add some text for the title. So that's going to be this little section at the top. Let's go ahead and give it its name, Creators Roadmap. This is the title of the product, the name of the product that I created, right? But it's not descriptive enough of what this is. So on the next section, subtitle, we want to describe this specific product. That way, whoever is looking at this product, they get a good idea of what they could possibly purchase or what they're going to purchase if they choose to purchase it. Turn your experience and knowledge into a profitable online business. There you go. So now we got the picture, we have the title, and a small description. Turn your experience and knowledge into a profitable online business. So now that's telling the reader, at least I'm hoping it tells the reader that from their experience and knowledge, they can make money online. So we'll say get my guide. It's actually a course. Get the course. Let's go to the next part. Now, say they click into that button, it's going to send them to this landing page right here. This really short landing page, or you could choose to make it as long as you want. The first thing they see is at the top. That's the product image, which we'll just use the same one. Going to use this same image. Now we can use a full image. There we go. Now it's right at the top. And now it has all these little icons. It kind of, resonates with the people that I'm targeting on that one. We have our title from the previous page. And now you got your little area to write a description for this product. So this is where you create the landing page for your product. Everything you want to say about your product, the benefits for the customer if they get this course, the features it has, if it has any features, what you offer in the product, and then, anything else you want to say about it. You could add stuff right here. You could make it bold, a strike through, italicized, bullet points. You could also add some images to the landing page. So I'm going to just throw a random picture up there. We could generate content with AI. Tell the reader they will get a course about creating an online store and the lessons to start selling digital products online. So now we can have AI generate the landing page. Boom, there we go. Now it created all of this for your landing page. Let's go ahead and replace it. And now you have, let's see what it says. Welcome to the creator's roadmap, your path. Are you ready to embark on a journey? I never like when it starts that way. what you'll gain from the creator's roadmap, comprehensive course content, practical strategies, expert guidance, interactive learning, community support. This looks really good. I would not suggest using exactly what it gives you, but make changes to it. Make changes to what it says, remove stuff that doesn't pertain to whatever the product you're offering. And then this looks really good. I do like the layout. I do like how it looks. And once you're done editing this landing page, if you wanted to add some images, like I said, we could go ahead and add an image. So there we go. We threw an image in there and it should show up right here on the landing page. Let's say we want to add another image. Can we do slash? Nope. We have to come back up here, add another image. So audience, this will be my creators roadmap part 2. And now you can see it right here in the bottom. So you can customize this landing page pretty much however you want. It's not too much customization, and StanStore's reasoning behind it is so that it makes it so simple for you to just get started. Don't be wasting time on should I put the picture on the left and text on the right? Should I put the picture on the top and text on the bottom? How should I lay it out? People waste so much. I wasted a lot of time on that. I would waste days just trying to fix these little nuances, and it was pointless. Look how it looks. It looks good. It looks just fine like this. This is all you need. And StanStore makes it so easy for you to just get what you need and just get your business running. A couple more things you could add is you could add YouTube videos on there. Or actually, it doesn't have to be just YouTube. It could be Loom or Wistia. Just add a video link right there. You could also embed videos, so upload your own. You could add links. And then you already seen we could generate this landing page with AI. And now let's say you're done with the text or the whole description for this landing page, right? At the very bottom is the checkout form. So you got the landing page and the checkout on the same page, which is great for conversions because now people don't have to click to another page. Once again, StanStore makes this so simple for you to try to get sales, for you to try to build your business. You just focus on the things that you provide. Don't worry about all the other, crazy features that you really don't need. All right, so let's customize this a little bit. Get my guide. We could say, let's say you wanted to write something else. Get my free course or guide. Get my free guide. Doesn't update immediately, but it will. Now we're going to leave it at purchase. Or you could say, let's say buy now. The price is $9.99. Let's say you wanted to change it to something else. Now it's reflected right here. And you can see the price is also at the top. And the difference between the top and the bottom is you could add a discounted price. Let's say your price is now $19.99. You see the original price is slashed out, meaning there's a discount. And now at the bottom, they only see the price that they're going to pay. There's that little difference right there. The fourth and final step for this section is going to be to collect information from your customers. For everyone you create, you're always going to get a name and an email. Aside from a lead magnet only asks for an email if that's all you want. But for paid products, you're going to get a name and an email. And if you want to add more fields, you could ask for a phone number, ask for, more details, a multiple choice, a drop down, or, just ask them to check a few boxes. Once you're done with that, now you could upload. If you have a file to upload, just go ahead and click upload right here. And let's say we wanted to upload a PNG. They're going to buy this picture. Now, when they purchase this product, they're going to have access to that image. Let's say we wanted to upload more stuff, a PDF, or MP4. They're going to buy this video right here. So now they're getting this image and this video or whatever file you're selling, whatever product you're selling. You could just upload it right there. The second option is to redirect them to a URL. So let's say you're selling like a digital template, like a Notion template, a Google document or something, and you have a URL you want to share. or maybe a video on YouTube or something like that, or just sending them to a website. Once they purchase it, they're going to go to the website that you enter right here, your product's name. So let's say Creators Roadmap, and then they go to youtube.com just for something simple. Boom, publish. Your product is published. Here it is right here at the bottom. The one thing is you could also customize it. If we go back into it on options, you could add a little section for reviews. You could add some email flows. So when people purchase this product, it automatically sends them emails. But that's only for the pro version. You could do order bumps where you can offer them one-time offers or upsells. Affiliate share where people could share your product and they could earn a commission from helping you sell your product. You got a community integration where you can invite them to that community you could create. A confirmation email. So now you could edit the email that they receive once they purchase a product. Once they purchase a product, they're going to get this specific email right here. And you could customize it however you want. Email, add links, add videos, add images. Well, the videos won't play on here, but you could add the link to the video. So let's just say there it goes. You're through with that. We'll publish it. And now it's done. You got your first digital product. That's it. It was as simple as that. Now, one more example. Let's say we want to create a course. If you want to create a course, just go to click eCourse. Now, same thing. You're going to choose a button, a call out, or a preview. Let's say we want to go with a button. See how it's asking for more details for the other ones? Get my creator course. Well, get my creator course here. Let's just add a random image. Sure, we'll put that one. So there we go. Now we got the image, the title, and the price. Let's go to the next page. Same thing. You're going to add the image for that product. We'll go ahead and add an image. We'll go back to the one that I had earlier. There we go. Use this photo. And once again, you could go ahead and create the description right here, and it'll show up on the right side. Change the button title. So purchase, or actually this is the button title right here, right? So get my course shows up just above. Call to action buttons right here. You could change the price. Let's say this is $45.99. Now they could purchase your course. Let's go down to the bottom, ask for a name, an email. Let's go to the next section. And this is where you start creating the course. So you can see all the 4 tabs you have up here. You got your thumbnail, your checkout page, and the course. And the course is where you start loading up, all the details for your course, all the lessons, all the modules. Right here, they give you 3 modules pre-set up. And if you want to add more lessons, go ahead and we'll open this up. 1, 2, 3 lessons. You could add a lesson right there. And this is what it looks like. You could upload videos. So upload a lesson video here. Add the lesson title. Lesson 4, we'll leave it like that. And now here's the lesson. All the information you put in this text box, the images, the links, the videos, or just straight up text, whatever you want to put inside of this text box, that's what's in the lesson. And you can see the lesson right here on the right side, which is really cool because you want to see what your customers can experience, or your student, your course student is going to see all this on the right side. So I'm going to give you an example of one of my courses. Let's go back. We're going to go to the course builder. And if you want to add another module, you could go to the bottom right here and add another module, next module, another module, another module. Now, let's say you wanted to, instead of giving people full access right away, you wanted to drip out your content. You could choose to publish it, to drip the content, or just create a draft. The drip means that this is going to be published or available to them after enrollment. So let's say instead of 1 day after enrollment, let's say you don't want them to access it till 10 days after enrollment. They got a bunch of lessons they need to complete. In order for them to succeed, you don't want to distract them with the other lessons. Just let them focus on the first module, and then in 10 days they'll get access to the next module. Then you could update customers about the drip module. So hey, customer module name is now available. You can get started right away. Use this course link to access the course. My username, which is your username. As a creator, it's your username. So we'll confirm that. Now, 10 days after they sign up, they get access. Now, let's say that's it. You created your course. You want to edit the main page. All right, so that's another photo. There you go. They got the main cover image, the description to the course, and then they could start their first lesson. And then you could also interact with those lessons right here. So click the next lesson, lesson 2, lesson 1 overview, lesson 2 the problem. So it doesn't unlock. Oh, there it goes, lesson 3, complete course. That's the course for them. Now let's go back to my store. We're going to see one of my courses. So the product marketing blueprint for an example. We're going to go into what this course looks like. We're going to go into the course material. So I have one module with all the lessons and then just the bonus video. Now, this is what my course looks like, at least the first lesson. You got some headings, sections, paragraphs, bullets. Then you got a picture right at the very top. Now, let's say they want to go to lesson 2. It's got the title for lesson 2, an image. It's got all the information they need for the lesson. And then it's got some links that I'm recommending some other software tools. Another image. And now you get the point. This is what it looks like. If you wanted to see what this course looked like online on a desktop, you could just click preview course here. And now you can see what the course looks like on desktop. Even though it's kind of more designed for mobile users and most users will use it on their phones or access these courses on their phones, you can still see what it looks like on desktop because some people will, prefer desktop over mobile. That's it. That's what the course looks like. Okay, now I do want to show you on these courses, you could see the analytics. When people take your courses, you could see the progress for each one of your users. So right now I only have 3 users for this one course I was showing you. It shows you the completion rate for this course, the lessons that have been completed, and then it kind of gives you, this chart right here, the percentage completion or the completion rate. Right here it shows you all the lessons. Then down here, it shows you all your students. So you can see right here, you can see on the very first one, that's me. I took my own course because you should test your courses. Once you create it, go ahead and test it on your own phone, test it on the desktop, and make sure it works good. Make sure it looks good, the videos are working right. Review what you wrote and everything reads well. So this is pretty cool. And then if you ever wanted to, you could send them an email. Anybody that's taken this course, you could send an email straight to those users and just customize the email however you want. So I'm not going to send them an email. Over here on the left side, you'll get the list of all your customers. So you can see I have 3 customers. One of them is me. I have 2 purchases. The other ones have 1 each. It shows how much they've spent. Each one of us has gotten a lead magnet. The next section is going to be the community. I created a community, but this is something that I haven't made public yet. I haven't published it for anybody to join. I'm just testing it. Just testing how it looks when I add pictures. Let me see what else can I add. So if I want to make a post, I'll just write something right here. You could add text. You could add links. images, videos, and files. You could add all this, which is really cool. I used to use Kajabi. I thought Kajabi was great. I use School. School is great. And StanStore works just as well. You could create posts, you could pin posts, you could add categories to stuff. When you create posts, you could pin them. You could add resources. So some of the products that I created a resource section. This shows all my purchases. So whenever one of your students purchases something, it'll show all the stuff they purchased right here. You could add a countdown timer to like say an event or something. Here's an about description about the community. Really short description I have right here. It was just to kind of play with it. See upcoming webinars, helpful links. Now let's go back. You can manage your members, the communities. Let's go to manage members. So if I go to manage members, it's going to show me and then the second account I created just to test it. We'll go back. And yeah, this is what the community, very simple breakdown of what the community looks like. So you could react to it. You could like it, write a comment. There you go. Honestly, I will be using this later on. I just have no need for it at the current moment. But if you are ready to use, a community feature, StanStore is going to be awesome. If you decide to offer coaching calls or, consultations, and you start getting people start booking appointments with you, it's going to show up on this calendar right here. And if you don't want a calendar view, you could go with a list view and it'll show you just a list of all your upcoming appointments. Referrals, if you decide to start recommending StanStore, you could earn referral money right here. 20% lifetime commission for each referral. Email flows. If you want to use email marketing with StanStore, you're going to have to upgrade to the Creator Pro account. I think that's $99 a month. So if you want to start doing email marketing with StanStore, you could do so right here. And then one more cool feature is connect your Instagram to send Instagram auto replies. So I like to do like, what are those called? Giveaways, lead magnet giveaways on X. And when somebody writes the keyword, the tool that I use is Typefully. So when people writes the keyword for this free product on X, then it'll automatically send them the link to the product with the message. This is pretty much the same thing. When people say the keyword on the post of your Instagram post, it'll automatically send them the message or whatever message you write. So like let's say you write a message and include a link. Here's a free guide, link to the guide. It'll send them that message as long as they write the keyword, and you could create that with StanStore. Here's a few more options. Everything is already turned on. And then if you go to the home button, it'll show you your analytics. So here's a little bit of data. Right now I have 17 store visits. Total revenue, $0. Total leads, I have 3 leads. So it'll show you your revenue. It'll show you your leads. I got 2 on this day. If I want to go all of October, 22 visits, no revenue, 4 leads. I think 2 of those leads were me. It helps you to keep track of how your business is doing. You want to see what days have you been performing well, what days did you get the most leads, the most revenue, the least revenue, when did you get the most store visits or the least store visits, and then just start measuring, why did you get these so many visits on this day? Let's say October, I think that's like 12th, October 12th right there, versus I didn't get no visits on any of these other days. This was most likely because I just barely started sharing my link and then the traffic died down. I shared my link again, died down. Somebody found one of those old links, got the product. That kind of helps you to build your business by measuring data, looking at the data, and then start determining what am I doing right and what kind of results am I getting? Why am I getting bad results and what did I do during that time? That's a whole different video. I'm just saying that right here you got analytics to kind of start measuring things on your store. All right, so that is how you create a stand store, a digital product, and a course. I showed you the community. And honestly, I think Stan Store is awesome. The other, I wouldn't recommend anything more than Stan Store because it is so affordable at only 29 bucks a month. They don't charge you any fees aside from processing fees, and every single platform will always charge you processing fees. They're pretty much all the same. It's just a standard thing across the whole, industry. But for 29 bucks a month, you could create a whole online store, your website, offer products, courses, communities, the webinars, go back to the income. Where is it at? My store, create add products. You could create all these things right here and build a full on business. If you wanted to host a webinar or a community, just do it right here. You can make so much money just with this one tool right here.